Hi, my name is Valencia, and welcome to my channel. I love to talk about manifestation and using the law of assumption. And I am heavily influenced by Neville Goddard and other people who manifest in that way, like Sammy Ingram and Create Your Future. Um, so yeah, but I'm really excited to help the community with this information today because it is so fun to see people getting what they want. And I know that we all love to experience those success stories. And I've been having so much more success lately, and I realized why. Like, I'm really realizing what it is. So this video, I think I titled this video, How to Make Your Affirmations More Effective. So for me, and I might make another video on this too because I don't want this one to be super long, but I'm curious if you experience this too, but I noticed when I say an affirmation, I know that other coaches say, whenever you say an affirmation, your subconscious is going to make a picture of it. So you don't need to visualize. Well, for me, that's not true. And I also consider myself an empath, so I feel things really deeply. And what it is when I use affirmations, and it could just be the way that I'm thinking of them too, but when I say words, or when I hear, like, I am beautiful, I am loved, the first thing in my mind that pops up is the words. Like, it's just the words. I can see it in my mind. I can see the words, I am loved. And then I see, I am loved. But I noticed that what's really working for me, and I'm getting so much success like really quickly with my affirmations now too, is when I like linger on the affirmation instead of just saying it over and over again, which I think is, I think that's maybe the message that a lot of people in the manifestation community has gotten. Like, if you just affirm over and over again, if you just say these words over and over again, then you'll get what you want. And in my experience, that is not really true. It's not just saying the words over and over again. It's really, and then also saturating my mind. Like, my mind isn't saturated with words. Words are really surfacey for me. What it takes is like a little more attention, like a little bit of lingering on the words. So what really works for me is when I say an affirmation like I am loved, is to say the affirmation, I am loved, and put my attention on my body. Is one thing that you can do to make your affirmations more effective. Notice how you're feeling. Like, don't just stay in your head thinking. It's like you're thinking, if I just think these words, then I'll get what I want. And so many people are like, you might be trying to live in the end by thinking these words over and over again. But this is another thing that I don't think a lot of people understand. And I realized everything is an affirmation. So affirmations are your thoughts, right? But a thought isn't just a word. A thought is also you remembering the way something smells. It's also you thinking about how it felt when someone said something really nice to you or said something really mean to you. It's also remembering you remembering like maybe a certain plant that you saw and you touched the leaves and you noticed that the leaves felt really thick or really spiny, or things like that. Like, your thoughts are not just the words that you're thinking or even just the pictures. It's all of your imaginal activity. So in that way, everything is an affirmation. Like, just by bringing up a smell, like, and I know Neville has talked about that in his lectures too, like, imagine the smell, or imagine yourself biting into a lemon. Okay, when you do that, you're not saying anything, but it's still an affirmation. It's still, and I think the words that would be attached to it are, I'm biting a lemon right now. I'm eating a lemon. But you don't have to say the words to say the affirmation, to imagine the affirmation. And I think that this is going to help you just understand why, like, you might be thinking, oh, I'm thinking all these words, I keep thinking this sentence over and over again, I keep thinking what I want over and over again, but it's not here. And so in that case, what's happening is you're thinking the sentence, and it could be like me. You could be just seeing the words, and you're not experiencing it. You're thinking it, but you're not experiencing it. And another way to describe that is, when you're, it's kind of like when you're, give me a second to think of an example. It's like there's a difference between thinking of something, like thinking, I'm going to get a lemon when I go to the store today, and thinking from having it. And I think that's where, like in Neville's lecture, he brings all of your senses to it. So he brings the sight, the touch, the smell, the taste, the flavor, that all of that comes into it when you're thinking from it. When you're thinking from that experience, you're experiencing it. When you're thinking of the experience, it's just words. It doesn't really, when you think of an experience, it doesn't really mean anything. Like it doesn't mean anything to you. Another thing that's coming to mind is it's kind of like when someone is struggling with something and they're feeling sad, and you kind of you're with them, and you really empathize with them, and you understand why they're sad. You're thinking like, wow, well, if that happened to me, and then you're imagining it happening to you, and you start to feel those same feelings. Like that is thinking from the experience. Thinking from the experience is just having empathy. It's having empathy for what you want. Thinking of something is more like, this is what's coming to mind. It's more like stoic and psychopathic. Like you can think of anything right now. I can think of anything right now. I can think of math. I can think of, oh my gosh, like dogs. I don't know. Shelters, animals on the street, a floating pile of trash in the ocean. I can think of that, right? But thinking from it is more like me imagining how it's going to impact me, and like how does that change my experience. So adding, like concentrating and focusing on your affirmations when you say them, not just saying them mindlessly, is going to really help you out if you're not seeing results. Now, I also want to say there have been times when I have been saying affirmations, and it has been like when I'm doing something where my mind can be free, like where I'm driving someplace and I'm thinking about an experience that I want to have. But even then, it's not 100% mindless, and I have seen results from that. But in all of those examples, I also was saying affirmations and concentrating on them more at other times during the day. Like it wasn't just during that time, it was during other times during the day too. So if your affirmations aren't working, then realize everything is an affirmation. And even when you're not explicitly saying your affirmations, if you're doing something like remembering something mean that someone said, or if you're just remembering that they're not there, then that is also like, it's an affirmation without words. Let me know if that makes sense. Let me know if that doesn't make sense. Let me know if you're understanding just what I'm putting down. And what I want to add to this is that we're all different, but we're all going to find something that works for us. Like we're all manifesting in a way that works for us. And what's really going to help you, and what's really helped me, like I can guarantee this is going to help you, it's going to be manifesting things and paying attention to how you manifest. Not just like, don't just watch my videos, and don't just watch other coaches' videos and just do what we say without actually thinking about how you're experiencing it. Notice how you feel when you're doing it. Play with it a little bit, add something in, take something away. Because the whole point of this is for you to be the god or the goddess of your life. It's not for anyone else to be the god or goddess of your life. It's for you to be in charge. And in order for you to do that, you need to have confidence in you actually executing, you doing it. So I believe in you, and I know for a fact, if your affirmations haven't been working because you've just been saying them and repeating them over and over again, without any sort of concentration, then I know that this is going to help you, because this is actually what is going to saturate your mind. You lingering on those affirmations. If you have an app like the Parrot app, or if you like to listen to affirmations on YouTube, go ahead and slow them down so that there's space in between the affirmations. Because when a lot of people do affirmation videos, they repeat it twice, and then they leave time for you to repeat it back, but they don't really leave time for you to really get into that particular affirmation. So to address that, you can slow down their videos to 0.5 time or 0.75 or 0.25 if you really want to get into it. But yeah, let me know what you think of this. Let me know if this helps you, and please like this video if it helped you, and yeah, subscribe. Thanks a lot. Have a good day. Bye-bye.